Everyone out there is talking about marketing agents and pretty much how they can actually build these into their business. So what I'm going to do in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I build out all these for myself, how each one actually works, and I suppose give you a live demonstration of my process and daily process. So at the moment, I started some of these process, but I think I have majority of them paused. But again, it gives you a clear idea of how I actually run my own business. Small business owner, self-employed, doing it all myself, and as I said, it just streamlines the entire process. So as you can see straight away here, getting the term, I suppose, AI marketing agents is a massive growth over the last, 12 months, a year. As you can see here, this is actually brilliant. Delighted that this happened right now in this video. You can see here, this is my actual latest video that I posted. It has been automatically scheduled for 11 o'clock at a time. If you can look down the bottom right, there you go. This is 100% automated. It does it when my computer is up and running, and pretty much schedules my video from yesterday and posts it to, I think it was LinkedIn and Facebook. So brilliant to see there. As you can see, obviously the annual growth has increased massively, but more and more people are looking for it. But the big problem here is majority of business owners are stuck in a position that they don't really know how they can bring this in. And when they dive into Claude code, things like that, it can become completely overwhelming. I'm showing you exactly, I suppose, some of the elements over here on the left hand side that I've built out, some of the process I have. Just before we jump into that, if you're interested in obviously learning about this, look at joining the community. 7-day free trial. Big thing here is premium members get access to one-to-one calls, so make sure you take advantage of that. So again, link should be below in the description, hopefully. If we quickly jump over here, and you can see this is my content, social media content that's ready to go out. You can see I have 18 pieces of content ready to go, roughly 5 a day. It's giving me about 3.5 days of content. So I want to kind of show you how my own agents step in here. Now, I don't 100% automate the likes of this stuff yet, for the simple reason is I like to have a bit of control what goes out when things go out. The reason is things change, and I might want to keep, I suppose, slots free and things like that. Also, I have another agent here, and it's in the process of editing one of my most recent short form pieces of content. And we have this agent here, which is actually has built out this board that we're just going to look at here. So straight away, you can see already there's a massive opportunity of what can actually happen here. And if we go over here to my calendar, you see I have nothing scheduled for today, and I can again get my agents to pretty much do that. I'm going to get it to do all that, show you what I'm talking about with marketing agent, and hopefully you kind of understand exactly how this works and how it all, I suppose, comes together. First things first, we're going to get my AI agent here to schedule my content. So I'm just going to get him to schedule the rest of today and tomorrow content. Okay, so can you schedule out the rest of today's content? I think we only have another maybe 3 slots available for today, and what I want you to do is only post 2 pieces of content for Saturday for me, because I only want 2 slots used on those on the Saturday. Any questions, just ask. So as you can see now, this is my own agent is going to step in, going to grab all my content and schedule it all out. I love doing this. I love doing this entire process, and again, this is all done through Blotato. Again, the link is below in the description if interested in that. This is an amazing tool. They've only brought recent updates, and again, I'll try and cover that in another video. Now we have agent number 1 is pretty much scheduling my content. Agent over here is in the middle of actually editing my video. So we're going to keep this version. So what's happened is I recorded on the front of my camera, so everything has been reversed, I think, on it and mirrored. So again, you can see the shirt is, making sure we're not wearing the same one, is 1997 was on it. So again, we're just going to keep the mirrored. The hook title is the biggest driver, so 5 new members, we keep that. Now it's going to edit it. And if we go back over here to the actual board, this is a top-down view, I suppose, of how I run everything and how everything comes together. So obviously, yeah, my name is Wayne. I'm pretty much the boss of it all. Everything comes through me, and basically before it gets published, I'm the one to discuss it. Again, this is brilliant to see. This is another pop-up happening and showing AI basically doing the heavy lifting of the edits. So we'll go back over to that hopefully in a minute. This might happen throughout this video, but again, it's a brilliant way to see it. We have Alex then, who is pretty much my agent manager. So he is the person I go to when I just ask questions. Again, it's pretty much Claude, but it's built around obviously my business. The next big thing here is if you look on the left hand side, these are all the different elements of what we bring in. So for me, it's content. So straight away, you can see here, this is I suppose my content agent. So if we try and move this a bit better, something like that, say. So our content agent is 1 transcript in, a week of posts and carousels out, written in my voice with 1 call to action. A full writing day becomes 20 minutes of review. This is massive for me. I have tweaked it a little bit because I found some of the things that we were getting just weren't really converting online. I suppose the key thing here is where we stay in the loop. I go through every post. I see what I like, what I don't like. If there's something I don't like, I basically come back, and all I do then is, as part of my review process, I turn around to Alex and say, Alex, I don't like the content agent, what they've done. Let's say they've used words that I don't like in it. Sometimes what AI will do is put in these fluff words basically to make you sound super professional, and that's not me, so I don't want that in it. So again, that's one of the key things straight away. We then have a video and editing one, and you're going to start to see kind of what's happening here. So my videos are being edited like this was down here. So we just go over here. This is pretty much going back to scheduling as empty. So let's go with the historic slots, carousel age. Yeah, that's perfect because they're out a while. And you can see my agent already here has edited the video, and we're going to go over to that as well and show what it looks like. But I can put my long form and short form content now. I can record it, put it into a folder, Google Drive, or on my own system, and I can get AI to edit it. It's going to edit the long form, it's going to edit the short form, create a YouTube pack, upload you to YouTube for me, and it can give me real ideas and podcast clip agents. So again, this is exactly what was just posted today for me. And as I said, it just posts everything that we need to do and does a lot of heavy lifting. Now, manually, if you're looking at this, you're probably looking at, you record short form pieces of content, they're sitting on your phone, you probably never actually use them. What ends up happening is they're sitting there, you're wasting content. If you have to turn around and you have to edit it yourself, you have to schedule it yourself, you start to see where all the time disappears as a business owner. And again, this is pretty much the key, and one of the key things for me at this moment in time. It allows me to keep on top of content for YouTube, it allows me to keep on content for social media. So as I said, YouTube is all done, and again, this is going to get probably a bit extreme here, but we're not going to use every single one of these boxes. So we move on to my SEO, my website, and my agent basically. And again, what he responsible as far is when I create, let's say, a YouTube video, my SEO team steps in here and it goes through writing the articles. It writes the article, it does keyword research, it looks at my Google Search Console insights, it gives me kind of angle product ideas, and pretty much it goes and uploads it for me to WordPress. Now, I also have an agent here that pretty much looks for internal linking opportunities and goes through my website. Now, look, I'm not an SEO expert, and there's people out there that are 100 times better than me, obviously. There's also people out there that are absolutely crap at. And I think this is a good balance here to kind of help you obviously understand what's working, what's not working, and overall just grow, I suppose, what you're doing as a business. Just before we go any further, I go over here to the video that I actually was edited by AI. Now, as I said, you've seen it live here happening. Everything was put into it, so I haven't done anything to this. I just mute it for a second. You can see everything here was done for us by AI. All the captions, all the additional pop-ups, you can see the last 7 days. You can see this one, join the community again. All this stuff has been generated by AI in the last, as you see it there, the last 5-10 minutes, if even that. The ability to do this just saves so much time for business owners. And it's not a case of you're outsourcing it to AI because you're trying to create something quick and easy. I find that these add more value to my shorts. They are better than me just talking and yapping on the camera. Pretty much I have everything ready to go there. That pretty much, if I click, where is it down here? If I'm happy with this, I'll just tell it to render it. I'll go to my scheduling folder. So what happens is over here, my own agents then will see there's more content here. We can just schedule this out. There's no jumping around on social platforms and trying to mess around with everything. And I think this is exactly the way you go when you're building out your own marketing agents. This mightn't fit you for your business, 100% agree, but just to show you, I suppose, a different example here. And if we just move down here a little bit, I have an ads agent for Facebook ads. So again, it helps me create ads, and it can also help you set up the ads with Facebook. But from testing with that, it wasn't really great at doing it. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. It just will need a little bit more, I suppose, critiquing and a bit more testing. We also have another agent for lead generation. Now, this is, I suppose, a big one that I use regularly. I put in my YouTube videos, and again, if you have a business, if you're into fitness or any other industry at all out there, you can turn around and give it information on what you want to generate as a lead. It could be a guide, it could be if you're involved in bike rental. It could be a case of how to maintain bikes, how to pick the right bike, things like that. These all become lead magnets. We also have lead scraper ability, and it gives us the opportunity to capture information. Now, obviously, depending on where you're from, obviously in Europe, you have GDPR, you have AI laws and regulations and things like that. I don't know in America whether they're as strict with all this stuff. But again, it's a way to actually use it. We have our landing page agent that generates obviously my landing pages. I have an agent that goes along and creates the email sequence. So this reaches out to my get response, who I have for emails. It generates everything for me and leaves it there. So all I have to do is go through it and look through them all and see, right, I'm happy with all these, and basically confirm it. And this, I think, is massive because, again, it's just removing some of the steps that you need on a daily basis for yourself. Now, with all these, as I said, you can automate them all, but again, we don't want to, I don't personally want to automate everything. Finally, I suppose if we look over here, I have a research agent. And again, it does something very similar. Said, stop, I suppose, guessing your content. It pretty much goes along, watches trends. It looks at Google Trends. It looks at different social accounts that I follow on different areas. It finds out what they're posting, what are generally people talking about. And I talked about this one, marketing agents, because I've seen this is starting to pop up more and more now on YouTube, on Google as well. And it pretty much allows me to stay in the loop without having to sit there scrolling through different social accounts every single day trying to get ideas. So if we quickly go back over here, you can see my social content is being all posted out. Where are we gone? So today is fully 3-year scheduled. You can see all 23 posts confirmed. Why it's saying 23 is because I'm posting on, I think, 4 or 5 different social channels. So it splits it up. It goes out on Instagram now. It might go to TikTok later on. I'll never post identical content on every single platform. The reason is it just bogs everything down, makes everything look a bit bland. I try and change it around. We have obviously the edited video is ready to go. So in the space of this 12 minutes roughly of this video, I have a short form piece of content as fully edited, ready to go. I have 2 days, I think, was it? That's what I said, of social content scheduled out. I have a YouTube video that I've recorded. I can pretty much now, when I'm finishing this, I can get AI to edit this video for me. I can go on to the next task, and you can see how quickly you can go through all the big tasks. If you're sitting there and you're wondering to yourself, look, I'd love to do this. I'd love to get AI involved in my business more and pretty much help me more. Definitely look at joining the community. And this is the whole reason I set up this community, was to help business owners like yourself streamline this process without it becoming an absolute slog. I know most business owners don't like doing marketing, the marketing side of it, and this is where I'm focusing everything within the group, is to save you time, bring AI and marketing agents into your business a little bit more, but just, it doesn't have to come in and take over everything. It's just to take a little bit of the pressure away from you. And what we'll do is quickly see, has this actually populated yet? Might not have. Yeah, so you can see there, I refreshed it. We have obviously the posts for today, and we have the posts for tomorrow going out. 2 slots, I think I said it was for tomorrow, and that's exactly what I wanted. I don't want a load of content coming out over the weekend, because most people are not really active and not in a buyer, I suppose, mindset at the weekend. So look, you can see, I suppose, the impact of it and how much it works, how good it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So look, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.